Hey, what's up? Keith Krance here again. And in this training, I'm going to take you through how to set up the Facebook Business Manager. Then how to take that and create your first Facebook ads. So we're going to go through a super simple, complete Facebook ads tutorial for beginners for 2021. Okay, how to get through it. And this is taking my experience of over $300 million in ad spend across hundreds of ad accounts, which has generated hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue and billions of impressions. We've learned a lot of things, so I'm going to get you the simple way now so you know how to work your way around it. So later we can get more complex with our messaging and the stuff that really makes the biggest difference. By the way, some of these screens might look slightly different. If it does, that's okay. Things change all the time, and the core principles don't, though. So if something looks a little bit slightly different, don't worry. It's okay. You just look around a little bit, and you'll be able to figure it out. What I'm showing you will work, okay? So first of all, why use the Facebook Business Manager? If you answer yes to any of these questions, then you're going to need to use the Business Manager. So if you need more than one ad account, you need to request access to other pages or other ad accounts. You need to assign permissions to, a lot of different people or a few different people, even one or two people on your team that might be working together, clients within your organization, outside your organization. You need business level insights and reporting. And if you want to keep your personal profile separate from your business, there's improved privacy and stuff like that. So what is the Facebook Business Manager for? Well, it gives you, it's basically a control center for all your different Facebook advertising assets, like your ad accounts, Facebook pages, Instagram accounts, WhatsApp accounts, team members, partners, agencies, pixel data, audiences, analytics, apps, and a lot more. It's pretty cool once you really understand it, all right? But basically the big three is ad accounts, Facebook pages, and Instagram accounts, and then people. So managing those three things, your ad accounts, your pages and your profiles, and then people that you want to allow to work on your pages and your ad accounts and everything like that. You don't have to go log into Facebook or add people to your profile, add people to your business page in the settings. You do everything right from the Business Manager. It's pretty cool once you really understand it. So how do you set it up? Well, you go to business.facebook.com. So it's going to look like this. First, it's going to ask you your business account, it's going to ask you your business and account name. It's going to ask you your business and account name, your name, and then your business email. This doesn't have to be the same email as your email that you log in to Facebook with. It can be a totally different business email, and I recommend doing that. If it's not, that's totally fine as well. You still have to be logged into Facebook. You use your regular login there, regular email there. So the next thing that it's going to do is just going to ask you some more information. Basically here, your business details and all that. Okay. Then it's going to look like this probably. Okay. Since you don't have a business manager, it's going to ask you to add a page, add your ad account, and then add people. Remember, I said those are the big three that you're going to really utilize the business manager for. And where it gets confusing with the business manager is like people are like, oh, I created a business manager. Now, for some reason, I don't have admin access on my Facebook page or on my Instagram profile or on my ad account. And I'm going to show you why that is. And actually, once you understand it, it's pretty simple. You just make sure once you add your page or your ad account to your business manager, you need to add people to that inside the business manager. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So they're trying to make it easy for you. If you click business settings, which we're going to go to in a second here, all these same settings are going to be there. So if you don't add your ad account now or you don't add people right now, don't worry, you can do it inside settings. So if you add a page, you have to make sure and have admin access to that page. If you don't have admin access, then you're not going to be able to do it. So make sure you do. You can request access to somebody else's page, or you can create a new Facebook page right from the business manager. And then that'll be owned by your business manager instead of your personal profile. So once you're in there, it might look a little bit like this once you kind of go through that process. This is a business manager that we don't have any assets in, basically, except a page. And so you can go to business settings here, or you can use this. Right now, this is the drop that brings the drop down here. This probably will change in 6 months or a few months, but it used to look different. But basically, you can access your ads managers here, your business settings, your events manager, which is your tracking. your pixel events, Creative Hub, ads reporting, page posts, account quality, business settings, collaboration, all kinds of stuff in here you can do. Media center. See, a lot of these things are similar because right here, these are just like the most common, the ones you use the most. That's why it's called shortcuts. So you see all those down here in this menu as well. Ads Manager, Creative Hub, and then you got your ads reporting and analytics, which are two separate things, but that's saved for another day. And cool. So you're going to live mostly inside business settings when you're adding people and adding accounts. And when you're actually managing Facebook ads, you're going to live mostly inside the ads manager of the ad account you're using. So let's go to business settings. And then as you see, you've got your menu here: people, partners, system users, pages, ad accounts. So ad accounts, pages, and then people. Partners is where, let's say you want to have an agency access it, and then that's what you can do there, which is pretty cool. So let's go over here. To one of my main business managers here. And here, so I'm in the settings, same place. I'm just in a different business manager now, business settings. Hey, Keith here, quick interruption. If you like this video, if it's helpful, if you're having any aha moments, we appreciate it if you just let us know. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like it. Share it, comment, ask us any questions you have. It really does help us as well. And it sends a signal to the algorithm that this video is valuable. So if you do that, we appreciate it. And as I hope you appreciate the content that you're learning right now. All right, so let's get back to the video. So let's go to ad accounts. Now, if you don't have an ad account in here, you need to add your ad account, and you can actually do that right here. So for example, if you didn't do that on that original screen right here, look. So for example, if you didn't do it right here, then you can do it again right in the main settings, which is normally where we do it. So if I want to add an ad account, I can add ad account, request access to an ad account, or create a new account right from inside my business manager. And we've done that as well. So we have multiple ad accounts. And so the most common here is going to be just add an ad account. So if I want to add my own ad account, I'm going to find my ad account ID and put that in there. So if I already have an ad account, it's just not inside the business manager. Like I can go over here to one of my ad accounts here, and I can say, I can see that that's the ad account ID there, but I can also just copy it right here. Whoops, right in from the URL. So I can take that one there and double check it to make sure it matches. I can copy that, and then I could just paste that right here. But I'm not going to do that because it's already in there. So that's one way to do it. And also, if you didn't already have one, then you could create a new account, like I said a second ago. And then the other way to do this is, let's say that you don't own the ad account. You want to access somebody else's, and maybe you're an agency and you're running ads for somebody else. I can click here, and then all I have to do is have them do the same thing. Copy and paste their ad account ID and put it right here. And then they have to accept it, you know? So there's actually two ways to do it. It's kind of crazy. There's two ways to do it. One way is that I can request access, and like I could be on a Zoom call or an email, and they could email me their account ID, and I put it in here, and then I confirm it. The other way is that sometimes that glitches out and doesn't work. The other way is I can send them my business manager ID. Okay? Then they can add it from their end, which is pretty cool. And the way they do that is they're actually going to do it from the partners tab here. So let's say that I wanted to add a partner to give access to one of my assets. So I could say, hey, give a partner access to your asset. So I click that. And then let's say that I put the partner ID in there. Don't worry, they don't get access to everything. Once I add them, then I can decide what ad accounts or what pages, what Instagram profiles I want to give them access to. So for example, let's say we got copy chief, or let's say we got digital marketer here. And if I want to share assets, see right now they have access to my account, my business manager, but I haven't given them access to any of my actual assets. So I'm going to click share assets here. Now I can say, hey, let's do the Keith Krance page here. And then I could give them access, or I could give them access to certain ad accounts. Okay. So that's what you would do. So there's two ways to do it. If you are an agency, the best way to do it seems to be is to have them add you as a partner. Once you do that, it makes it much easier. But just remember that once an agency has access to your assets, they can add anybody to your account. So just make sure that you don't share your stuff with anybody that you don't trust, or you have good agreements in place. So that's how you add ad accounts. So let's go to pages. Pages really works the same way. So I want to add a new page. I could add a page. I could request access to a page, or somebody could give me partner access to their page. Okay. Or I can create a new page right from here. Now, let's say that now we've got the page in there. And this is where people get confused right here. So let's say we got the DWM ad account, and we've got the Keith Krance page in here. And we're all excited, right? So we go there and we're like, we want to run some ads, or we go to our page, we want to answer some comments, but we can't because we're not an admin anymore. We're like, what the heck happened? Well, here's why. So let's say we go to the Keith Krance account, Keith Krance Facebook page. So I'm on the pages section. Anybody that I want to have access, I now have to add that person onto the page. So when you first add a page, let's see if we have one that's empty. It'll look blank. There won't be anybody added to it. You need to add people to give them admin access or employee access that are inside your business manager. But you're like, wait, I don't have people. Exactly. So now we got to go to the third tier, right? So we got ad accounts, pages, and then people. So in order to add a person to be an admin on your page or your ads manager, you need to add that person into your business manager. So these are all people that I can mix and match and add to any ad account over. I can add any of these people here to any ad account here or any page. Okay. So if you don't have anybody here, you got to add them. So I'm going to click add. And then you just put their email in here, and it does not have to be their Facebook email. Basically just any email where they get the email. It could be their business email. It could be their Facebook. It doesn't matter, because what they're going to do is they're just going to click on a link. Facebook's going to send them a link, and they're going to click on that link, and that's going to connect it to their Facebook profile and stuff. So I'm surprised they don't have like telephone. You should be able to text it to them, honestly, here. But basically you put their email in here. So Joe at example.com. And then you can, let's say that I want to say Joe at dominatewebmedia.com. Okay. And I'm going to give him employee access or admin. Ooh, show advanced. Typically you're going to do these two here. If I give them admin access, remember, they can access a lot of stuff here, so be careful. But let's say I want to give them admin access. Say I have a lot of them. So let's keep it employee. And if I hit next, now what I can do, so right now, they don't have admin access inside my business manager. So you can always change it later. So if you go employee, it's totally fine. But if you need them to have admin access to a page, guess what? I can now give Keith, let's say I want to give him access to Cavallo. So now I select Cavallo, and I want to maybe Dean Graziosi or whatever, right? So let's say I do Cavallo and Dean Graziosi, and then I want to hit publish content, moderate, See, I can still give them admin access to individual assets inside here. So when you add them as a team member, as a person inside your business manager, you don't have to give them admin access. Even if you want to give them admin access on an ad account or a page, you do it at this level. So, and we kind of learned that the hard way. I would always just add admin because I didn't realize this at first. So, ideally, if you want to be able to manage the page if possible, but if you're working with clients, creating ads is the key here. You want to make sure you can create ads. But obviously, if I hit manage page, then all of these are going to automatically be on. Okay. So I'm going to uncheck that and uncheck that. And let's say that same thing, ad accounts. Any ad account that's inside here that I can give them access to. So I can say, let's go to this Keith Krance account. I could say, I just want to give him manage campaigns, ad performance. They're not an admin though. But if I want, I could make him an admin. See? Excuse me. So you can always change these later though. So don't worry. But it's definitely, especially on a page, you want to ideally be able to manage campaigns. You want to have as highest access as possible. But be careful with Facebook pages, because if you have somebody that's an admin, they're the same role as you and they can literally remove you from their page in some cases. So be careful there. And then you just hit invite, and then they get a link. They have to click on it, and then they have access. That's how it works. So I'm going to cancel that. So Instagram's a little bit different. The way they do it is you can add assets and partners. So right now, since it's inside my business manager, I can access that. But connected assets are Keith Krance ad account, Emerald Ads. So basically any ad account you want to connect it to, you would do that here. And if you want to add an asset, you would add an ad account that you want to add that to right through here. Okay. And then if you want to add a partner, you just do it the same way. All right. So once again, let's go back to partners. If you ever want to add an agency, you can give them access here, or you can ask them to share their assets. And if you do it this way, then you get started. And then what you're going to do is you're going to give them your business manager ID, and they'll get an email. Okay. And then it can take them through that process. So like if they're having a tough time finding it, you can do it this way. The other way is, like, let's say you're on a Zoom call or something like that. I can go and I can find my business manager ID right down here. So it's right, business info is down here. And if they want to do it inside partners, they want to add one, they can just give a partner access to your assets. Boom. They can just copy and paste that right there. That's the easiest way to do it. But sometimes it doesn't work or people can't find it. And that's when you might just, send them the request this way. It's weird. It's sort of like they have two ways to do it each time. And I think part of the reason is because some people know how to make their way and work their way around Facebook and the business manager, and some clients don't know how to do that. And that's why there's sort of two ways to do it. And that's really it. So that's the main thing here. Here's your payments. You can set up certain payments in there. But you can also set up your payments inside, at the ad manager level, which is what we usually do. So we have our, it's more if you're paying for like certain client accounts and stuff like that, you can have a master payments here, and then it'll give you that ability to use that inside the ads manager. But once you're at the ads manager level here, notice it's the same menu there, so now that menu thing is right here, a little dot, dot, dot. It was like up here in the corner. If I want to go back to the business manager settings, I do that right here. Okay. So if I want to go back to business manager settings, boom. A lot of times if you're working in the business manager and an ads manager, just open up, add it, put it into another tab. It's so much easier. But let's go back to the ads manager again. So the settings is here, or the menu there, and then this menu here is just if you want to change ad accounts, and if you have multiple ad accounts, you can change ad accounts you want to click into there. So, and then like I said, billing. My next session will have we'll go through in detail all this stuff here. So, account quality billing. This is where you change your billing for your ad account. And these are really so if I click billing here, that's going to take me to the billing for this ad account. Events manager, ad account settings, and then business settings. So two separate things. Okay. And then audiences here. This is my custom audiences, lookalike audiences that are connected to this ad account. But the cool thing is another reason why you want to use Business Manager too is I can share audiences with other ad accounts as long as I have approval. So I can share, I do that. I can share custom audiences sometimes with because we have multiple ad accounts that we use. So, and same with, you can use the same pixel across your ad accounts as well. So you're really gathering a lot of data on your customers, potential customers. Okay. Once again, let's go back to settings. When in doubt, if you can't access something or something's weird, just click into the ad account or the page and see if you're added. See if there's a person connected to that. If there's no people over here, if you're not there, then you're not going to be able to access it. So if you want to give people on your team access to anything that you have, any ad account or page, you need to first add them as a person here. Then you can add them to any page or ad account that you have inside your Business Manager. If you like this video, if it's helpful, if you're having any aha moments, we appreciate it if you just let us know. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like it. Share it, comment, ask us any questions you have. It really does help us as well. And it sends a signal to the algorithm that this video is valuable. So if you do that, we appreciate it. And as I hope you appreciate the content that you're learning right now. So that's it for this session. Hope that makes sense. Get in there, create your Business Manager, start running some profitable ads.